on. Game on. We're here at Graspop after all these problems that have been cancelled flights, strikes, heat waves, all this stuff that has created so much. Broken down buses, trucks, difficulties to find crew members, anything they put on us, but we're here now. The show feels so exciting. We have been rehearsing for a couple of days in Copenhagen and we are so excited to go. This is our premiere show and here we are. We couldn't be more happy than to do this at Graspop Metal Meeting. Sabaton and Graspop has such a strong history together. We've been here more times than a lot of bands can count. And walking through earlier, there's this great corridor in the backstage with all the posters of previous. It's like a memory lane to see Sabaton climbing from each year higher and higher on the bill. And here we are now on the top of the bill.
Yeah, but look at this. Ah! And that's 2008. I guess we were here in 2008 as well, weren't we?
Yes. Yeah.
There we are again. And then we came back in 2010.
And we are already up here.
Yes, it's getting better.
Over here.
Aha! Getting bigger. Yes.
Yes. My favorite show.
Yeah. That was 14.
No, not 6. Hey, there we go. 17.
17.
I was actually there on that show.
And then
2019, 19. There we go.
Yay!
Hell yeah. Okay.
And then we are here. And then we are there. Yay! With the original logo type and in color. So we have to turn back the time. We are in 2005 and Sabaton releases Primo Victoria on a relatively small record label in Sweden without big international distribution. But somehow, some guy in Belgium loves Sabaton a lot and this guy has connections to record stores, he owns some record stores and he got Sabaton, pushes it into the stores and suddenly we are there on the shelves and people are buying it and people are listening to Sabaton. This is the time when the internet is not so, we don't have the social media in the same way, so we are not aware of what the guys in Belgium think about Sabaton. Until we're coming to Belgium for the first time, opening up for the band Dragon Force in a club in outside of Antwerp called Bebop, and we see that there is so much audience there. This was, of all the shows we did together with that guy in Dragon Force, this is where Sabaton was like, they really had the audience. And we were like, wow, what is going on here? And it turned out that everything was thanks to one guy who pushed us into the stores to help us promote it. And eventually he also introduced us to some guy who happened to run some little legendary festival in Belgium. And he was like, Sabaton, I kind of like this band. You guys sound good. I can give you a slot to see how it goes at the festival, kind of. And sometimes the rest is history, as you say, and I guess we have a lot of rich history with this one.
A friend of mine who had also the record store in Voslar, Carl Grillet, came with them from this is one of the new bands, you need to hear them, and it was directly something from, yes, this is gonna be something special. So we did them in Bebop. It was directly from the first point, it was like a sold-out show. It was very good, very great. And for me at that time, I was thinking, this should be maybe the new Iron Maiden. I compare it still with Iron Maiden. It's not Iron Maiden, of course, but it should be something for the new kids. It could be like, Iron Maiden is not gonna last forever. We need some new bands, and Sabaton is one of them, I guess. So, and like you see at the moment already, what they did now, it will be. They gonna grow and grow. It's not gonna stop for them.
Hofterlo, are you fuckers still here? Will you jump with us, Hofterlo? will you sing with us, Hofterlaw? Through the gates of hell. Jump Hofterlaw, Primo Victoria.
We have also a long history here at Graspop with signing sessions, and they've sometimes gone a little bit out of hand. There was one year, I don't know, we sit for many hours, and the line was so strong still and never ended. And people who have been there for waiting for hours, they were guarding their space in the line, and they wouldn't give it up for anything. And basically the line was like a spear straight over the festival area, and a little bit unfortunate, covering the toilet area. So people who desperately needed to go to the toilet had to cross the line, and they wouldn't let anybody cross it. So it became a security issue, and at some point I think they had to delay Ozzy Osbourne a little bit and say, hey, sorry, we need to kind of end Sabaton signing session somehow in a peaceful way before you can enter, because it's a security risk, because people cannot go to the toilet at the moment. I remember after that when they say, okay guys, you just have to end the signing session, but there were so many people booing, and so we just jumped the fence, and then we just crowd surfed around with the people and taking whatever pictures we could in a total chaos. I remember the guards were freaking out and like kind of trying to get us out of there, and we're like, no, we're fine, we belong here.
We have a spot open. If they will allow me, yes. Yeah. Shall we vote on it? Yeah. Everyone vote for the new guy? In favor? Yeah, that's majority. You're in the band! Yes! Oh, perfect.
I saw them was on the marquee stage at Graspop on the Metalizer tour, so that's my first memory. It was a wonderful concert, the best one I saw at the time. So
we have seen them a lot, so we know what to expect, and it's always great.
Mayhem, just fun and an awesome show as always.
Well, it will be my first time seeing them live, and hopefully I will manage to, get as close as possible and just be in the middle of it.
Well, my first memory would be going to the concert in the Netherlands with my best friend here. Well, off the start, off the bat, they started with a song, very powerful. Rick, Ghost Division. They started with Ghost Division and my world was blown.
first one, I knew a lot of bands, of course, but Sabaton is one of these guys or these bands that I love. So because they're so normal, so direct, so yeah, it's my kind of people. So and I know for sure it's gonna be not the last one they played Graspop. So this time is the 8th. They're gonna do a lot more.
Yeah, the band has a very good relationship with the Graspop Festival and with the promoter Bob. I mean, it's not normal. No, most of the festivals we have a, let's say, a professional business-wise relationship where we make a agreement, we come and play, and that's it. And we don't know who is actually sitting behind the desk or whatever. But here is so different. Some people from the management of Graspop have been coming to Sabaton Open Air a few times, and they've also been invited to the Sabaton cruises, and it's just a familiar feeling, and it's just very native and honest. Always when we talk, and I mean, there are festivals where you're like, okay, we play there, now we don't want to come back and we need to wait. And that's actually the strategy you normally want. You want it to take a couple of years before you return to the same place or this. But every time when Bob is calling like, hey, I have a slot at Graspop, do you want to come? How can we possibly say no to like this festival is so well organized, so familiar with every good friend, and it's always fantastic to play here. So how can we possibly say no? So whenever he calls, I guess we're like, all right, we're coming again. That's how we come to play here so many times. I love being at this festival as a guest as well, not only playing, and I've been here a few times walking around and watching and enjoying so many bands. I mean, I'm privileged. I get to go to a lot of shows, play a lot of festivals, and there's a lot of bands, but usually I don't have the chance to see them. I'm busy, I don't have so much time to go and see other bands. So, but I do actually take my time sometimes and go out and be mingling around in the crowd, and I love it to enjoy the bands from the audience perspective. And I know a lot of bands, they prefer to sit in the backstage in the safety and not to go out and mingle with the crowd, but I think that's where I belong. I love it so much, and here is one of those places where I have the chance to do that.
Try to go on time. I think my heart rate is like 1,000 BPMs or something like that.
You guys ready to go?
It's fast.
It's like black metal.
I know. Ooh, let's do this.
Ooh, nervous like a motherfucker.
Start, done.
Yeah.
Oh, honey. Hey. Let's do this! Let's fucking do it!
They do it so good and so special that they win a lot of new people every time they're coming, because they make it worthwhile for every fan. So beginning you can think from, it's not my kind of metal or my kind of, but when you go into the band and you see them live, they make it so special, and they do it very, very good, that they win a lot of fans every time they're coming.
Good one. Oh, I'm so fucking nervous.
Alles gut.
Alles gut.
Ja.
Oh.
First time with big production for quite some time now, and lots of new songs, amazing festival, and even though we rehearsed quite a lot, it's always the same. Super, super nervous for the first couple of shows until you sort of normalize the situation. But right now, I'm hating every fucking second of being alive. Woo.
Actually feeling quite nervous at this moment. I don't know if it's a good feeling or a bad. But it's not so common that we are this nervous before a show.
Redan? Fan vad du är tidig!
Fuck yeah!
Jag har ingen front.
And now we stand here at the headline slot, and it's a little bit with, I mean, it's a long struggle. It's from 2007 to here. It's been a long run. It hasn't happened overnight, that's for sure. It happens step by step, stage by stage, and climbing the bill. Now there's no more steps to climb. And it's with some sadness, like there is no more steps to climb, but at the same time, it's a comfort, it's a reward, it's a priceless experience. And I think it's gonna be very emotional in tomorrow when we're on that stage.
Good evening, Graspop! Pardon my language, but it's fucking amazing to be back on stage after 2 years of pandemic hell. And to be back here in one of the best metal places in the world, actually. And we have some nice surprises tonight. We are not gonna play the average set list. Being in Sabaton, we sing about military history regarding several different countries. And many times we get to play the songs in the countries where they happened or where they belong, so to say. But it's pretty fucking rare that we have the opportunity and the chance to play one of those songs about a country for the first time in that country. And this is the moment I've been waiting for a long time, and we've been holding off playing this song for tonight especially. A song about a brave people and a brave king. The race to the sea! Thank you all for an absolutely fucking fantastic evening. And I hope we will all meet again very soon. Hopefully in the Sportpaleis in the spring. From all of us on stage, thank you for a fantastic evening.
Lots of fun.
Hey, that was
Fireworks to celebrate a well-made game. Very happy.